Are you looking for standard-bred, thoroughbred, stable supplies, or nutritional products? The Harness Shop Online specializes in bringing only the highest quality horse and equine equipment and products like harnesses, bridles, and other racing and training equipment direct to you, our valued customers. Many great promotional offers and discount coupons are available online at theharnessshoponline.com or call us at 1-866-469-8181. The Harness Shop Online, your one-stop shop for horse and equine products, equipment, and supplies.
I think Bruce and his owners are to be commended for their loyalty to Daniel Dubé. In this business, their drivers, owners, trainers are often criticized for their lack of loyalty. And having stuck with Dan, you know, through a very serious injury and taking him back right away, I think they really have to be commended for that.
Thank you, Murray. And that was a hard decision because nobody commands more respect in harness racing than John Campbell. Not only is the greatest driver of all time, his litany of accomplishments is like that, but he's a true professional, he's an ambassador for the game, and you never want to do anything that could be interpreted negatively by someone else as relates to John. So I think people in harness racing understood it, and I appreciate that they respect it. Loyalty is a very fickle thing. For us as trainers and owners, I like to stay with the same driver because it's easier for me to gather information from him each week. Well, he was this relative to last week. You know, a horse can be terribly sore for one driver and great for another driver. So you just have to kind of understand it. You know, some drivers like Ronnie Pierce, he'll drive anything. When they come off the racetrack, how was he? Oh, okay. Yeah, and somebody else would have said, man, I couldn't steer him. You know, so you have to kind of get to know your drivers a little bit, and that's why it's important to me that I stay with the same guys. Lots of times you get in tough positions when you're in a race, you drew outside, you're overmatched. You know, you don't want your horse tortured that week. We're in every race to win, but sometimes you have to be aggressive to win, and sometimes you have to be a little more passive. Race from behind, save the ground, covered up trips. So when you're using a different catch driver every week and you got a horse with talent, sometimes they might overdrive him, beat him up a little more than you'd like as an owner or a trainer. And then next week when they get into a little softer spot, you know, their feelings are hurt, they're a little pouty, and they might not be as sharp mentally as you'd like them to be. So having the same driver is important, but you know, it's a very tricky game. On the East Coast, you know, at the Meadowlands, our driving colony used to be 20 deep, now it's 10 deep, and some people want to believe it's 6 or 7 deep. It's no fun for a driver to come to Meadowlands, drive the 8th, 9th, or 10th best horse, go off at 40 or 50 to 1, go around the racetrack. They're great drivers, but if you're driving the 8th best horse, you're going to look like a fool. So a lot of drivers have left the Meadowlands, gone to Yonkers, gone to Pocono, gone to Chester. There's so many venues where there's good money. Rather than being also ran at the Meadowlands, you know, they'll go to another venue where they can be among the top four or five drivers. But the driver, trainer, owner relationship is very volatile. But the most important thing is, you know, frank communications, and nobody gets their feelings hurt. And as long as we understand it's a business and it's not a personal thing, you know, it marches on well.